of course, low attacks, heavy, your standing fighting game techniques. The difference is that the hitbox are very disjointed in this game. 攻撃判定、暗い判定は、結構おかしいこのゲームけど、まあそれを考えたら本当に面白いことがになります。で、自分の大体、このアーティン中でジャンプ大キック使います。まあつまらんと思うけど、本当にこのゲームの中は一番強いの攻撃ですね。攻撃判定はでかすぎ、めくりやすい、または相手が一瞬でジャンプしたら一回当たって相手が落ちてる時もう一回が入り込むことができます。ということは2回がキックできる。実は3回も可能性あります。しかも、当たってもガードしてもまたできます。もう本当にクソ技ですね。So yeah, for the most part, I'm just going to be using the jump attack kick in this game, hard attack kick, because it's just incredibly broken. It has a huge hitbox. It crosses up. It leads into a throw, whether or not they guard or block, doesn't matter. And it's just all around really great. He can of course do certain infinite combos on certain characters, but I do have to be careful against characters like I'm fighting right now who have a Shoryuken. And I'm sorry, I don't at the moment. I'm gonna write later the characters' names. But one bad thing about this game is that it's a little bit forgettable in the name department. I can only remember Orga's name and Assassin's name, not Assassin, who is actually the character I wanted to use for the speed run, but even though a lot of characters like Assassin have infinite combos in this game, they just don't do as much damage as Orga. As you can see, you can control the whole pace of the game. For me, I think part of the charm for this game is that it reminds me of like early cell phone fighting games. I don't know if anyone remembers like King of Fighters for the cell phone. I know it was on the Nokia and a couple other cell phones, but yeah, I actually used to play it often, so it kind of looks like the aesthetic. But this game's from 1995, and for being one of the earlier fighting games with having a pretty interesting system and compared to the other fighting games on the PC Engine, it would have been curious to see if this game was actually finished, because it actually wasn't. It was rushed out. It was supposed to have a 4-player mode. It was supposed to have a training mode, all sorts of things. The actual package of the disc on the back even advertises and says these things. It's not just perception, but it does feel like they rushed out the game, and that's kind of a shame, because I think with more time, this game could have probably been a series on. But the positive way to think about it is that because of that, we got Burning Fest. So that's right. The game after this was Burning Fest. So the team went on to make that game, and then some of the team from there split up to make Guilty Gear. So a lot of your favorite fighting games are probably someone on that team made this game, in my opinion. I'd be curious to find out, look up all the people who made this game. And you've probably already noticed already, but there is one soundtrack for the main fights, and it's actually it is really good. But yeah, they didn't add any other special stage soundtracks or anything else. So there's only 3 to 4 soundtracks in this game. There's the opening soundtrack, the theme soundtrack, the battle theme soundtrack, and the boss theme soundtrack. The boss theme soundtrack, it's worth the wait for. It is so good. It is actually one of my cell phone rings. When someone calls my my iPhone, that theme will come up for certain people. It's really good. Yeah, the PC Engine has honestly a lot of good fighters that I could have chosen from, but I wanted to show this off because to me it's like the perfect middle ground for the PC Engine, and it's an extremely rare game. I've seen almost no one talk about it on Twitch. when I first played this game in 2019, 2018, there wasn't even a category for it. Now there's a category for it, but there's no followers for the game. So it's pretty much just me playing this game, and that's like a weird thing. So I'd love to get more runners for this game, especially people who like to, find out combos and things like that. I think that this is the perfect game to play. I think there's so much, there's so many glitches and so many things to be found. A little bit of a sloppy fight. So Budget Hulk is, not only does he have the best attack in the game, but you probably noticed that I've been doing throws. But the ridiculous thing about his throw in this game is that it doesn't, once they block you, you can throw them. So as you just saw, I threw them from a very long time away. Now the only reason throw isn't more broken is that this game has a really weird system. There is a cooldown on throws. An actual cooldown. Now, I do not know how to reset the cooldown. I've tried everything. I was practicing today. If you were here earlier, you probably saw that there's just no way. I tried, doing all sorts of things, but it's about 5 seconds. So because of that, I can't use like the tick throw strategy all the time. As you see, I still can't throw him, then I can throw him. So even though I'm doing the input, it doesn't matter. I won't get it. And actually, the samurai is pretty good. He has some really good priority, and he's one of the few characters in the game that can OTG you. That's an off-the-ground attack. And he can do that multiple times as well. So, 侍さんは追撃あるで、本当に、ちょっとキャラクター通してけど、オーガに対戦するときは、もしオーガが壁についたら、その地味の攻撃が無限になりますね。永久コンボ。Yeah. I'm fighting on planet Hulk's moon. So Robot actually is, a lot of the characters in this game have really, really good stuff. Robot would be interesting to find. He has a really, really good projectile. And apparently you can kind of direct where it's going to go. So he might have some full screen stuff. But again, this game is a little bit stiff to control. It's not perfect. It's definitely better than some of the other games, which I don't even... what's the other PC Engine game I was playing? Well, Hiders actually has good control, but I'll have to look that up later too. There's a couple other. If you look at some of my old PC Engine runs, there's a lot. This game actually controls a little bit better than most of them, but it's still very stiff. So that was an example of the instant overhead. You don't actually have to like super jump cancel or anything like that. You just have to be able to time it on the first frame. And you can tell when I'm a little bit slow with it, but I haven't really decided what combo to do from stun, but you can do, you have a bunch of options in this game. When you stun the opponent, it's pretty much over, and a lot of characters get stunned in just 4 to 5 hits. I think we're close to the end now. Yeah. This actually might be the world record run. So I'd be surprised if I can do this well tonight. Konya はどれぐらいうまくできるかわからないけど、もう本当に、1登録になりました。だからみんな本当にこのゲームやってみてください。面白いと思います。 This is I can't recommend at least trying this game once. The designs are there. I really feel like the character design's there, the music's there. It's just I don't know, a lot. I wish there was more. But that's a beautiful thing, that it's a game that you're playing and you wish there was more. The character I'm fighting right now, he has a really weird hitbox. He's really wide and short. So his hit stun is also awkward, so a lot of infinites and other combos don't work on him because he's invincible during his hit stun for some reason. Alright, the final boss. First off, I don't want to talk too much, but the music is absolutely fantastic. This boss constantly pushes you, and you can only hit one time, and then you have to wait. Okay, I'm going to try and actually focus for a second. But as you can see, there's an invisible gust of wind or wall pushing me. So even if I dash, I can't reach. I shouldn't have dashed there. I was just trying to show. And you have to wait. But actually, so the really crazy thing about this fight is that because of this fight, and I don't know if the developers intended this, as far as I'm concerned, and I've tested out, there are literally characters who cannot beat this battle. I have tried for, when I was first testing out all the characters in the game, I tried for hours with certain characters. But there's just no way. If they get hit one time, it's not even to get hit one time. Orga has a dash for some reason. So Orga has a dash, but other characters don't have a dash. They only have a jump. And their jump isn't fast enough. So by the time they reach, they would, GG by the way, that's a world record. They would reach the opponent and then get hit. And then when you get hit by the lightning, it's actually the boss is doing a true infinite to you. So that's another reason I really want to find out, who programmed this game. If there's other tricks. There are some cool things you can do with characters, like get behind the boss. You can kind of break the plane. A bunch of interesting things. But anyway, that is my PB. Yeah, that's PB and world record. I'm glad. I'll upload this. This was a lot better. The commentary from me was, at least I'm improving. But I still should look up certain things, like what some of the other games I played and on PC Engine. So ごめん、ちょっと全部のタイトルが思い出してないけど、まあこのゲームはやっぱりもっと話したいけど、やっぱり13分の中は時間が足りない。And then here's the part where I'll say, please follow me, all the other things. If you're watching this on VOD, definitely all I ever ask for is a follow. It helps me out a lot. If you like, rare fighting games, or I will be playing some more RPGs lately. I do practice a lot of retro games as well. But I've kind of taken a break to just focus mainly on arcade games. And if there's enough requests, I'll pretty much play any game. So, given that there is time. Oh, thank you, Leandro. Thank you for the GGs. Yeah, I'm surprised we got that in practice, but that's good. That means tonight should be a good run. And we're also playing Street Fighter 2 tonight. This is not, if you're thinking, oh, this looks, there are far more silly fighting games for the PC Engine. I did think about playing, I can literally just look up my profile. Or just look up a video. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah, let's do some Switch games. Yeah, I did kickboxing. I couldn't clear kickboxing. Technically, that's a sports game.